Jordan, if you didn't think that he was daddy before, girl, he is daddy today. He looks so much better bald, because I thought he was losing his hair in like weird places and it was like very patchy, and then he had that bad cut that lined him up. It was a mess. But Jordan bald, I know Bibiana, man, she let that go. I'm so upset because he's such a good guy. Chris Harrison speaks to him about his relationship with Bibiana, how it evolved, and he speaks so beautifully of her. And Bibiana is looking all mesmerized, and I'm like, why did you let that go? Like, I don't understand Bibiana and Claire. I do not understand how these women let really great men just slip away, especially when they came on this show crying about not being able to find love. Jordan was just, he was such a class act. Just the things he said about her. She didn't say anything about him. And he's like, she's a wonderful woman. I know she's going to find a wonderful man who will appreciate, like, just wonderful things that he was saying about her. And I really felt bad for him that he didn't get, or he wasn't able to find love on Bachelor Winter Games. And I want to see more of him now. I really, really do. I know about that coin toss thing. That was not a good look, New Zealand. I do not agree with that. But what he showed me on Bachelor Winter Games, I do want to see more of Jordan. So hopefully we'll get another Bachelor International and we'll see more of Jordan, because I enjoyed him on this show. So my favorite couple, Lilly and Courtney, are still together. I swear, you guys, they are like my international Trista and Ryan. I love that couple. I love that they're still together. I love that they're moving to LA. They took like a road trip from, I think, Atlanta to LA, and we were able to see that. And they just are the real deal to me, and I love their love. Leslie and Dean. Listen, Leslie, sister to sister. He's 26. He's 26. He is a hit on this TV show. Dean is getting tail thrown at him all over. All you got to do is check his Instagram comments. The things that women are saying under his pictures, I can only imagine what they're DMing him and saying to him. Sis, you gotta let it go. You are a 30-year or 31-year-old woman who has experienced a lot of stuff, and you are ready to find a husband, and you are ready to have children and live a wonderful life. Dean isn't there, and I don't blame him for that. I do not blame him for that. This is not what he wants. I think that he got up under Leslie because he wanted to repair his image. I don't buy anything that he's saying. I don't buy anything that he's doing. And it pisses me off more because Leslie is falling for it because he's attractive. You know what I mean? He just smiles and she's just like, oh, Dean, my boyfriend. And I'm looking at her like, girl, this not gonna last. We've been here. The viewers have been here with Dean 3 times now. You're going to be the 4th. So anyway, Dean does this whole stunt where he like gets down on one knee and he proposes to her, but it's actually like, will you accept this key to my apartment? And Leslie is all enamored. But how I knew that Dean was still grimy is when he got down on one knee, the cameras cut to the men of the show and they were so disgusted. Like even Christian was like, you know, like looking around like, Dean, we know who you are. Like the men gave it away immediately. When he got on one knee, the men gave it away that Dean has not changed. Like they've been hanging out with him and seeing how he is with the fans or people who want to get with Dean. They gave away that Dean is still grimy Dean. So out of all the men, Luke is the main trash of them all. Like I didn't know. I thought that Dean was going to be like the grimiest. I thought that when we had this world tell-all, we were going to get some drama from Dean and Leslie. It actually ended up being Luke and Stassi, because Stassi is just like, you did all this stuff with me and to me and then never called me when the show ended. And Luke is just like, well, you know, I didn't know how it would work. We're so long distance. And Stassi is like, but you could have called. You could have interacted with me, something. Like Luke dropped her like a bad habit. And it was very obvious that Luke just got with Stassi to stay on the show. And he shared that whole heart stuff that they do share, but he shared it to manipulate her to couple up with him so that he could stay on the show. He essentially used her, and Stassi realized that, and she was like breaking down. But what Luke didn't know is that when Chris Harrison ended their interview, they didn't cut the cameras. So you could see how Luke was talking and treating Stassi. And she was like, so you never cared about me? He was like, yep. And she was just like, so you were using me to stay on the show? He was like, yep. Like he was just admitting all of these terrible things because he didn't know that the cameras were watching and he didn't know if they were still running his mic. Who would have known? Like I've never seen Luke's season. So I just came into this just meeting him for the first time, and I really liked what he had with Stassi and the stuff that he was saying to her. I was believing, but come to find out, he is a garbage dude. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Then we get to Ashley and Hercules, and honestly, I do hope it works out for Ashley's sake, because I feel like she is so much more into him than he is to her. Like, he says some really nice things, but I think he's just being a nice guy with the things that he says about her. But she is just so into him, and I think that happens with a lot of people anyway when you have sex with somebody for the first time. So he's just like her whole world, and I don't think that she's his world, and I feel bad. I feel so bad because I just don't get the same thing from the both of them, and I hope it works out for her, but I'm just not sure. So now we get to the I don't care moment. Everybody was telling me about this, girl, you need to watch World's Tell All. You're going to be so shocked or whatever. I finally watched it and I was pissed. I was, because Claire does not deserve Benoit. We get to Claire and she's giving this whole thing. I am a woman who deserves better. And I went home and I found a voice message from a man. A man who I thought got away. And this man is Benoit. And I'm like, Benoit, you dumb. I was Benoit's sister. Claire wouldn't stand a chance because the way she treated him on this show, she doesn't deserve a second chance. But Benoit is such a good guy. He gave her a second chance. He actually called her. She should have been calling him. She should have flew to Canada and met with his mom and been like, you know what? I hurt your son. Please, how can I get in? Doing something, but he pursued her. And so they started dating or whatever. And then Benoit proposed to her. Congrats, Benoit. I'm happy that you're happy, but I think that Claire is going to break your heart. She doesn't seem like she's in a place to receive a good guy. I feel like she is a problem why she's always been single, why she hasn't found a good man, because Claire likes to play games. And I feel like Benoit is the real deal, and I do not want him to get hurt. But if he does get hurt, Chris, please let him be the next Bachelor. I want to see a good guy find love. I'm tired of these jerks that y'all keep on making the Bachelor. We want to see a good guy find love. So Claire, just know you have been put on notice. I am watching you, girl. Break Benoit's heart? Oh, it's gonna be lit. I'll only drag you on Twitter. I can't do the violence. I'm on TV. Why couldn't Ashley and Benoit come together? I feel like those two are the real deal, like the real sweethearts. And I would have wanted them to work out, but she had to go for Hercules and he had to go for Claire. Neither one of them have good judgment. Hopefully, and this does happen in the Bachelor Nation, they find each other. Doesn't work out for Claire and Benoit and Ashley and Hercules. Please, come on, Bachelor Nation. Ashley and Benoit. Let's make it happen. So I watched this show for a whole hour or 2 hours, however long it was, and I get just the blip of Miracle Season. Bachelor Nation, we deserve more of Miracle Season. Make him the next Bachelor. Somebody. Give us a Bachelor that we want, not the one that y'all could get. Anyway, that's where it ends. I thoroughly enjoyed this show, and I thoroughly enjoyed the new subscribers from all over the world who are interacting with me throughout Bachelor Winning Games. Stick around for the remaining episodes of The Bachelor, and I will be reviewing The Bachelorette, so I hope you stick around and check it out there. And if you have any links for me where I can watch other international Bachelor shows, I would love to see them, and I will most certainly review them for you guys. So please just let me know where I can find them. I'm down. I really want to see Canada, and I'm really interested in seeing how New Zealand played out. So let me know. If you can find the link, put it down in the comment section below, and I will definitely check it out and review it for you guys. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. If you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you for the following episode of Something in the Bachelor Nation. See you then. Bye, guys.